You ever just have an idea and you're like, I think that's going to work? That's kind of where we are today, right? I have an idea that I want to try. We'll get to that in a minute. First, I want to talk about something. And no, it's not today's sponsor because, yeah. According to my analytics, a good number of you aren't subscribers, which is fine. Because like I said, I understand the good people coming in to check out the Tuscan stuff or the Ghostbuster stuff. You know, I just want to see a video or two. That's fine. This is one of my random little videos. Which seems odd that a good chunk of you aren't subscribers. I get that. You don't want to push a button. Wouldn't ask you to. Couldn't be bothered. But it does help a channel grow greatly. Liking, subscribing, sharing. The more engaged everyone is, the better a video tends to do. Which isn't necessarily true, because I have a couple of videos that their super engagement doesn't do very well. Or it's fantastic with no engagement. It's a crapshoot. Nobody knows what the algorithm's doing. It doesn't even know. It's just a thing. But back to the idea. So the other day, I was at my local Renaissance fair, right? That's the one up in Bristol, Wisconsin. And I had these bracers on that were just killing me. Oh my goodness, were they killing me. It was hot and I was done. So I took them off, I put them together, and I had nowhere to hold them. So I bought a frog. It's a little belt loop thing with a little loop that you just carry stuff on. Well, I got home and I'm like, it doesn't look too difficult. It is literally just a strap. It's 11 inches long, 1.5 wide, 2 rivets, and a conch on the front. I, of course, used a Harlock thing because it's kind of my motif of my Renfaire getup. But I'm like, you know what I need? I need a cup. I ordered a bunch of these ages ago because I was hoping to find the ones that had the little rim and then do leather work on them and make them, you know. Couldn't find the ones I was looking for. Still looking for them. This one's not bad. Having a cup with you at a fair, super useful. Stay hydrated. It's hot. We're walking around a lot. There's dust everywhere. Hydration is important. So I'm going to make a wrap for it with a little handle so I can put it on my frog and carry it on my belt. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of faking it. I figured we'll bring you along. Should be a quick, easy one, I hope. Like I said, not quite sure what I'm doing. I'm just kind of faking it as I go. We get to find it out together. I do know I want a handle. So, for a handle, I'm just going to take a piece of the standard leather I've been using for all the Harlock stuff and double it up. That seems like a good size, which is 1.5 inches, so we go 3 inches. Again, I'm just making this up on the spot here. And we'll go 3 by 9. I have no idea where I put anything. Put everything away. And I'm like, where is away again? So I'm just making a mark 3 by 9, and we're going to go from there. So part of the problem is my straight edge here isn't, so we're going to fix that real quick. A nice cutting mat out. I'm not going to use it. So now we measure over 3 inches. I got a rough idea what I want to do, but not an exact idea. This is just a cheap little tape measure, and they are completely wrong most times. This end, it can rock back and forth, which is why I tend to go, like if I want a 3 inch, I put it on the 4 inch and measure over to the 1, just so I know, you know, the inch marks are usually pretty alright, but that end is just touch and go. This poor cutting mat's had a hard life. I am not an easy person to be a tool for. So I'm starting with the handle because I want to glue it. And to do that, I need to let the glue cure for a bit. It's all about order of operations. Normally I don't, you know, I'm a by the seat of my pants kind of guy. Still am, but I would at least like to pretend like I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to cover this in contact cement. I have contact cement right here. Always use contact cement in a well ventilated area. My garage door is open, fans blowing. You know the usual. I'm gonna make sure I have glue on the wrong side, because the wrong side is gonna get glued to the wrong side. First, I want to mark the center. So when I fold everything over, my edges are gonna actually be on the center. Now I'm gonna cover the whole thing in contact cement. Thin layer, does not take a lot. I am just using a disposable plastic knife. They seem to work pretty okay. Alright, now we're going to let that cure for about 10 minutes. A lot of people use the term dry. We're waiting for it to dry. If it's dry, there's nothing you can do with it. If it's dry, it's just dry. We're waiting for it to cure. But you know, that's all semantics. This is the cup I want to wrap, right? I want to have maybe 1/4 inch on the bottom and then snug at the top because it's got a pretty decent lip. Decent lip. But it's conical. So to get it to work right, you kind of have to shape it weird. I'm not quite sure how I want to do this yet. This right here might be just enough to work. Because I do want to lace it on the, because if we lace it, like a corset, then, words are tough today. If we lace it, then it's much more adjustable. So if I get a bigger cup, I can lace it, loosen it up, put the new cup in, tighten it back up. I did that on Faith's lightsaber, and I really liked how it looked. So I kind of wanted to do that here. I would normally use leather. Can't find my leather. Big surprise. Can't find most of the things I look for when I look for it. But I can figure something out. And this leather does not fit in my drawer. So cutting this extra piece off, even if I don't use it, means the leather now fits in my drawer. Let's mark where I want this to end. So I just used the edge of the glass. I pressed it down and it left enough of an impression that I can see about where I'm going. I made it about 1/4 inch longer than I need it, so I have room to adjust. It's a waste of leather, but you know, that's about exactly what I was looking for. So that's actually the shape I'm going to need to wrap the cup. So to lace it, I'm going to need eyelets, but I want to cut a little bit off because I want to see the bottom of the cup. So I'm just trimming about 1/4 inch off the bottom. I want to make sure when I line them up, they're about the same. So it gives me a nice reveal that I'm going to lace. And I have the handle on the opposite side. I may put a couple of things hanging down. I haven't decided yet. I have a bunch of little skulls. And since I'm doing a Harlock thing, skulls kind of are his deal. This is about 5 inches. So if I go in 1/2 inch, that means it's about 3 inches. Give me 4 laces. I have these eyelets. They're 2-piece eyelets. I like the 2-piece eyelets way better than the 1-piece because it just seems to work a little better. I have a problem with the little crimpy. Grab my pony. I'll be right back. Quick thing I'm doing, right? Closing day for my Renfaire is tomorrow. So I just wanted to have something I can take with me so I can have something to drink. It's not going to be a piece that I'm like, ooh, this is art. No, this is just a stupid piece of plastic. I'm doing this all in real time, by the way. I hit record once, I'm walking away. In about a minute, as soon as I'm done punching a bunch of holes, I'm going to go make sure it's still recording. Because I've had that problem recently. My camera just like, yeah, I don't want it. Can't blame it. I don't want it either. Alright, before we move on to the next step, make sure you're still there. Hey, look at that. Recording and everything. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want. I know this might be a stupid thing, right? I don't care. Most of the stuff I do is pretty stupid. But I do it because I find it entertaining, I enjoy it, and it's kind of stupid. If it was all, you know, makes rational sense, I don't think I'd enjoy it as much. When people go, why you doing the thing? My answer should always be because I like it. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. It shouldn't be, you know, too, why are you doing the thing? I don't know, what else am I going to do? Because I like it. Because I want to is the only reason to do a thing. And because I don't want to, the only actual excuse to not do a thing, right? When people go, I could never sew. Sure you could. Everybody can sew. No, I just don't want to. That's the answer. Perfect. Here, let me show you who you need to contact to buy the things you want to make. Oh, I could never do that. Never an excuse. And right about now, our contact cement should be tacky. Should have cured enough that it will bond to itself, which is what we're going for. I'm just lightly tapping it right now. When I'm ready to actually be done, I'm gonna pull over my pony again and just pound the heck out of it. It's not bad. It's about the right size. About exactly what I wanted. Contact cement also needs pressure to work, which is why you have to roll it if you're putting like a countertop on. All the stuff that the foam people do, where it just connects, you really got to press it in to make it work. I bash foam a lot, and I shouldn't. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a fantastic medium. There are times where it's even the right medium. We may be exploring that a little later in the near future. So look at that, that just holds its shape really well. There are days, right, where everything seems to just want to argue with me or be against me. And I know it's not really the way it is. It's just the way it seemed. My camera just decided to shut off randomly in the middle of whatever I was doing. Again, it's not the best camera in the world, by the way, but it is the camera I have, so, you know, use the tools you've got. So what we missed while I thought the camera was recording was attaching the handle. All I did, drilled a couple of holes, and attached everything, right? 4 holes, everything's attached fine. Looks kind of weird. We'll fix that in a minute. So now I'm just lacing everything up. It's very loose. I want the tie on the bottom. Put the cup in, and we just start lacing everything tight. So the problem, of course, is going to be the cup is smooth and conical, and it's going to want to slide just right out, which is fine. I don't think it will. Which is why we left a little bit of a lip here, so we can kind of crush it a bit and give it kind of a bell shape. I could just knot it, but we're going to, this is hard to do upside down. Gonna do a bow. Except I'm gonna give it an extra loop, which tends to keep things way tighter. That's not bad. I'm probably gonna soak the whole thing in water, give it a little better shape, but I really like that. It sits flat, not likely to pop out. So I have these long dangly bits. I'm just going to cover the whole thing in tape. Nice long piece. And cut it. I have leather cording somewhere. I may do the whole thing in leather cording. I haven't decided. I kind of like the linen look. It's neat. It's distinctive. It goes really well with the look that I'm going for. It's not too bad. I kind of like that. Like a lot. It turned out way better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to turn out fantastic. Here it is. In the end. It's a cool little cup. Plastic insert that can easily be replaced. If I wanted to get something larger, I can unlace it and it'll still fit its form. And I will easily be able to just wear it on a belt, right? That's what we're going for. Super easy, quick. It's like hitting that like and subscribe buttons. So this is your thing. Again, like and subscribe. And we talked about that already, right? If you're not, thanks for staying to the end. Either way, I hope to see you next week.